So I guess she had did like a whole live stream or something like that. But she did this video, and it's called like something like 5 minute lie to women. So I'm gonna go over to a timestamp that she got on the video, and I'm gonna play this really quickly. I think it's like 8 minutes something. And she went into like pastors that pander to women and all of this stuff, but I'm gonna go into this.
Men on Tinder and Bumble and Hinge aren't coming with all that. Be for real. Be realistic. Should he want that? Should he be working towards that? Should he have an idea that that's important in relationship? Absolutely. Is he going to look like the male therapist that you love online? No, he's not. Is that fair, y'all? Are we okay? Let's keep going. Other nice guys who lie to women. There can just be normal people. They don't got to be therapists. They don't got to be coaches, but just normal people, not professionals, not podcasters. Okay, just normal people, lay people who benefit from female attention. Women, you applaud them, you thank them, you. I don't want to say anything else. Metaphorically speaking, average people, normal people, and I don't even mean not average in a bad way. We're gonna get to the whole average thing at some point because people act like average is the worst thing ever. Average is most. That's the point. It's the majority. It's the big part of the bell curve. Average is most people. Most of us average on a lot of stuff. Most stuff. Okay, most of us we average. Below average on some stuff. Above average on some other stuff. Average ain't that bad. That's why it's the majority of people. It's the bulk. Dang. Anyway, average people, not professionals, benefit from lying to women because women, y'all give them so much attention. You applaud them, you thank them. Y'all be on the comments, on the replies. Thank you so much. Finally, somebody said it. How many times, guys, have you seen that? It's gonna be some guy in the comments that's like, not all men are like that. Most men are, though. Not all men are like that. Women be like, finally, somebody said it. We need your voice. And they love it. They love it because you be like just so ready to cuddle on up with that dude. So they benefit from lying about the way that most men think and what most men want because you give them attention and you applaud them and you reward them for it. Another example of the nice guys, of the pandering guys who lie to women, guys with low self-esteem. Low self-esteem, folks. They think that they have to concede to women. Concede. The word should just gross you out. Concede. Concede? I give up. I give in. I lose. Oh, it's just so cringe. It's so cringe in real life. Okay?
I'm gonna read y'all
People with low
super chat.
self-esteem that concede even when they don't have to. That's even worse. It's even worse when you don't even gotta do it and you just do it because you chose to do it. Or you, even worse than that, you're compelled to do it. It feels like you can't help but to do it. It's very cringe. Okay? So guys with low self-esteem will lie to women because they think that they have to concede to women and excessively praise them. Never pointing out their faults to be liked. They just want to be liked because they have low self-esteem. And they want you to like them. And you praise them excessively, never pointing out their faults in order to be liked. You probably have mommy issues. This is not the live for me to get into that. I don't even want to emphasize that right now. Anyway, these guys, these pandering guys, these super nice guys, they can even have a lot of followers on the internet. I've seen them. I know them. Okay, they might have a lot of followers, but I want you to understand this. Just because someone has a lot of followers doesn't really mean shit at this point. Here's the point. If there is a man that's got a lot of followers online, okay, you gotta click the followers and look. When you see the vast majority of a male figure's followers are women, it's because only women want to hear what he has to say. That's
What do you think about this so far, Quentin? Hold
I
on,
don't
I'm
feel
gonna
like
play a little bit more. I'm gonna play a little bit more.
why. It's not like there are men that are secretly co-signing it, like, yeah, in the back, but they don't follow the guy, or they're not engaging with it. That's not it. They're not there because they don't care. Write that down. They're not they're not there because they don't care. They don't believe it. And they're not gonna spend their time trying to, like, on the stuff being like, we don't believe this guy. They're just not gonna follow it. Okay? So if it's a male figure, look at the followers. If it's only women, It's because only women want to hear it. And men know that that message is simply not true. Are we good?
Who? Who
Okay,
has
back to
that?
this idea, y'all. Women will be hopefully deceived, hoping that what a man says is true, hoping that other men think like him. But the reality is that if mainly women are behind it, what someone is saying, it's because only women are willing to believe it and live by it. Not just believe it, not just co-sign it, but live by it. Like literally, like structure your life around it. The caveat here, y'all, is that some men will believe it and live by it, but those are most often men who are in their own feminine energy or they're literally predatory. Okay? I mean, men who are in their feminine energy will relate to and agree with large groups of women that the majority of men don't agree with. So it's not that you'll never find a man in that group. It's what kind of man. You all gotta wrap your minds around this. We gotta start splitting up the monolith because a monolith doesn't exist. Not all men and not all women are the same. Everybody agrees on that, but you don't know how to make the separations and make and compartmentalize and categorize it appropriately. Okay, so you can have some men that'll be in those little circles, but it's not the kind of man that you want. How do I know that? Those men will have qualities that sound good, like emotional intelligence and empathy. You love it, don't you? Emotional intelligence and empathy, but they'll lack masculine energy that a woman really desires, especially sexually. So there's a difference between the man who, I can't get into all these details, but there's a difference between a man who is like the public figure, almost like the Derek Jackson type, okay? Who knows how to use feminine energy knows how to use feminine energy and use it for his advantage, his masculine advantage, okay? But men who follow guys like that, like Derek Jackson is an extreme example, but we're talking about the nice guys, the pandering guys. Men who follow guys like that, they have the feminine qualities that women like in men, and everybody's got masculine and feminine energy, okay? But they like the feminine qualities, the emotional intelligence, the empathy, the affirmation, that affirming, that nurturer, okay? But they lack the masculine energy that the woman desires sexually. So these women end up rejecting those guys at the end of the day. And even worse than rejecting you is they'll stay with you and disrespect you.
So basically, what she's saying is there's a certain type of guy, and often at times we know who they are. They the Derek Jacksons, they the Umar Johnsons, they those type of guys, right? And they pander to women. They pander to. This is what she's saying, and I 100% agree with every single thing that she's saying. I don't disagree with one thing that she's saying. She says there's a certain type of guy that pander to women. And if you look at their followers, usually it's overwhelming women that follow them and men don't, right? And
Yeah, I can
so
see that.
if you see the disproportion of women following a guy and they're always pandering to women, they're the ones that are the biggest finessers of women.
That makes sense.
They the biggest liars to women because they're using women in order to get money, resources, to sell them a dream, even though they know that women won't get that from the men that even agree with them. So they can leverage their masculinity in order to say, hey, this is the type of guy you should be. And I do this and I do that, right? But then they be the biggest cheaters, they be the biggest finessers, they be the biggest, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And so they lie and they pander to women. But then the guys that follow them, the small minority of guys that follow them, also pander to women, but those aren't even the guys that the women want.
So they're the drizzle with a dick, chick with a dick.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, the
Same message, pretty
panderers
much same message.
the panderers know what they doing, but they lying to women to finesse them, and they know that the women is never gonna get the results. But the women is in the audience cheering to say, "Yeah, yeah, we need more men to be like this." But they know that they lying to the women because they know that that's not the truth. Now the guys can identify it, and most real men could be like, "Man, look at this sucker! Look at how he finessing them or whatever." Just like we knew that Derek Jackson was finessing these hoes,
Yep.
right? And so
Yep.
that's basically what she's saying. She's saying that there's a prototype of a lot of different types of guys that lie to women, and women fall for it hook, line, and sinker every single time. And she used Derek Jackson as an example of a guy that leveraged the masculinity in order to tap into the women's femininity and to sell them this mindset that's not beneficial to them. And they know that they're not going to get the results, but it's financially beneficial.
When I go outside, I don't see women by the masses dating hyper masculine men.
Well, I don't see people being successful in their relationships. That's the problem.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Well, I guess not.
And that's why you see so many people jumping from person to person and person. There's so many people dating so many different people. And then you'll see a guy come along and he says, "Man, you should date a single mother," or "Oh man, she can come back from that. It's just that men are sucky," or "What about the men that impregnated her?" And they never really hold women accountable at a mass scale for what it is that we see happening in society. I agree with her 100%. Every single thing that she said, I agree with her 100%. Now you got to remember that this live stream that she did was like 40 something minutes long.
Okay.
So she was going into a lot of detail or whatever. But she was just basically saying that simps pander to women. They know that women are not going to get the results, but they okay with lying to them, and the women are okay with the simps lying to them, knowing that the women know better. But they still allow themselves to be sold on a dream.
I see men. I can't wrap my mind around any man that'll allow a woman to do whatever she wants. It doesn't make any sense to me. Women with kids, women to talk back. Like I don't. This whole pandering to women. Like you hear me, y'all call me a simp for a reason. But when I sip, I call somebody cute. I don't be landing on thick. But I
I
don't
don't
know.
really see you.
I
I
don't.
don't see you simping for women.
Well, most people call me a simp, but I guess when you
No,
get a
they
girl
they say that
complimentary,
they say they don't call you a simp. They call you I don't know. They call you like corny and stuff because of your voice. Like they try to make it seem like,
no, they call me zesty because my voice.
do they?
Yeah, they be like, Quentin zesty, and I'll be like, shit, whatever. Don't bring your bitch around me.
How do they call you zesty and you don't?
I don't know, man. I've never been called gay or zesty in my life until I got on the internet. So I don't know.
The
Pandering
internet,
to what
weird fucking place, bro.
it is, it is. It opened my mind to to the like stuff I didn't think about with women. So that kind of helped out with my last relationship. I saw it for what it was because of you niggas. Yeah,
Let
but
me play some
it's
of this, more of this. Let me see what she's saying.
They'll stay with you and disrespect you because you've got that feminine thing that they like, but you lack the masculine energy that they crave. Somebody write it down. I don't know, y'all. That's good. That's good. That's number one, y'all.
She kind of
Let's
cute.
move on to number two, pandering pastors. I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to do this, but I got notes anyway. Pandering pastors. I want to point out the role of the church in misleading women and contributing to the downfall of the family.
I think she's right,
Yeah.
100%. I don't
All
disagree
of
with a
these
lot of
things could
stuff.
have full, hey Libby, all of these things could have full episodes in and of themselves. But let's just highlight a couple things. Pandering pastors. Y'all, single women are running the church. Single women run the church. The vast majority of churches are run by single women. Now,
black
she's not the
churches.
pastor of the church, but she running that church. The vast majority of the people that are in church are women. And that's the vast majority of churches. And thus, the money received is coming from women more than anybody else. So it's similar to how the entertainment industry caters to women because women are the ones who are paying. Y'all, the churches are not mainly attended by women just because men don't want to be spiritual or men don't want to be under the authority of God. That's not necessarily it. Some do want to do it and some don't. That's not the point here. The point is the ones that do want this to be a part of their life can't be in the majority of churches because they won't stand for the pastor who's not willing to give the whole truth about what the word of God says about women and family and men and order. So when they will cater to the woman because women are the ones filling the seats and women are the ones paying, and they'll leave out and twist and flip and cut things out and not tell the whole story about what the word of God says about order. I'll tell you why this matters. Pastors leave out all kinds of stuff. They add, they take out, they twist, they flip, whatever, because they know that their bread and butter, single women, would gawk at it. And I know this is hard to hear for a lot of people. Why? Because you don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear this. And anyway, they know, these pastors know that single women would gawk at what the Bible actually says about women and what the Bible actually says about order and what the
I might have to get her.
Get on the show. That's a good perspective. I
I might
agree.
have to get her. I might have to get her.
Man, I go to my church is man, I live around a bunch of white people, and I don't. It's like one of those mega churches. It's like 8 throughout the
Mhm.
country, and I don't see them pandering to women at all.
Yeah,
And
I
it's a
don't.
lot of, it's like a lot of families too. It's like a lot of big like white families. Like I don't see a lot of single women
Mm-hmm.
in the white churches. I don't. I think in the white community, it's still shunned, like by and large, for you to a white girl to roll up with a baby.
Yeah, yeah. I think I might have to get her because she kind of cute, bro. I'm on her Instagram profile right now.
She got a strong Shannon Sharp mouth
Oh, she
though.
she not a she not a she a therapist. She says she a licensed therapist.
So she know a little bit.
Let me pull up her Instagram profile just
She'll
real
be
quick.
judging you the whole time you talking to her. Yep.
This is her.
Yeah,
Um,
she got a strong mouth.
she look cute to me. You know me, I'm into them chocolate chicks.
Oh yeah, she cute. She definitely cute.
I
I
like them.
bet you niggas
I like them
niggas
braids.
can't niggas can't deal with her though. I bet.
I bet you they can. The way that she
Nope. Niggas,
talk.
she's single.
Who her? You think she's single?
Yeah, she's single.
I bet you she not.
Like, look at that hand, that ring, that the left hand right there is blank.
She cute to me. I like her.
Like women giving this kind of advice in this space is
Ah.
who that? What it say? Oh, I guess they ain't Mr. and Mrs. Walker. We all went to dinner. Oh
Oh, you
no, nigga, they look
was
like
rolling.
they look like brother and sister, nigga. They look exactly alike.
That
Okay,
is
never
not a
mind.
brother and sister picture. That is not a bro. It might be though. Hold on, let me see something.
They look like look at the eye nose area, dude. They look exactly alike. See, look, she ain't on his page. Where's she at? Okay, right there.
There
There
she
she
is.
is.
That's the same picture.
Okay, yeah, that they together. They
They're
leaning
right
with the
there.
head. They leaning with the head.
That's her man, boy.
Yeah, they look alike. That's weird as fuck.
A lot of people that talk to each other look like they wind up
Like,
looking.
look at that. Like they little T zone. Look at their nose. They got the
And
same
she
nose.
might be a force to be reckoned with on Monday night.
You
Yeah,
think she'll pull? Okay, yeah, that's her dude. Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely her guy.
Hmm. Okay.
They've been together
Oh,
for 10 years.
why they ain't married? Oh, well, they said Mr. and Miss Walker. So she 29 years. He 29 years old.
I don't know.
Austin Walker 29. Okay.
Well,
Well,
you got to remember that this was posted. Oh, this was posted earlier this year. So
okay.
yeah, she might be something to deal with.
Hmm.
Yeah, she got good hair too, and she chocolate. Yeah,
Yeah, she cute.
that's my type of chick right there. So
Her makeup is an enhancement, not a sorcery stones. Like when she take it off, she kind of she looks the same.
Yeah, I mean, she don't have
Yeah.
a lot on it, so
I mean, there's a girl in this space that's trying to talk to me, and I was like, nigga, I don't know what you look like with no makeup, so I can't do it.
yeah, I like her. I mean, she natural,
The
she
Bible
chilling, she
actually says
regular,
about punishment and what the Bible actually says about authority and what
and she know how to communicate. Oh yeah, she might be a.
Well, what she's spitting is probably what she got to do. If this is truly how she thinks,
Yeah, I like her. I might have to bring her. I might have to test her out on after hours first.
where do you, yeah, just have a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, just bring her on and get her thoughts and get her like how me and you is at on here, and just bring her on with me and you and just see how she do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep.
Hmm. But I think that she pretty accurate. Let me see what else she's saying. Hold on.
the Bible actually says about obedience, not just in relationship, but just in general. These pastors know that single women would gawk at what the Bible actually says in its entirety. So they leave it out. And men won't stand for it. So the pastors will accommodate and compromise, and men don't respect that. And they're not sitting for that. It's not that men don't necessarily even want to be spiritual or want to be in religion. And I'm not giving an endorsement of anything about. I'm just highlighting the issue here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's happening.
You just gonna pop in her Instagram?
Yeah, why not? I might as well do it right now.
I bet you it's lit. She don't talk to nobody. She ain't even gonna see it. You gonna get left on red, my nigga.
I bet.
Yeah, I know. If she see that blue check, she know blue check, respect blue checks.
Nah, I don't think it got nothing to do with the blue check. I think it got more to do with
She probably, if she's talking this kind of rhetoric, because she probably know who you are. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't
Yeah.
doubt it. Let me see what we talking about.
G Shock said, "What the fuck is gawk?" Dang.
Mm,
Is that how? That's how it works.
yep, that's pretty much how it worked.
Did it say she's a secure attachment therapist?
Huh?
It said a secure attachment therapist.
I don't know what the hell that is, but
Huh. Let's see.
I don't know what a secure attachment therapist is. Licensed therapist, certified health coach. I help break relationship cycles. Help break negative relationship cycles with one-on-one and groups, and help reattach people. Hmm.
Sounds like a whole bunch of word salad.
Yeah, could be something interesting, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Hmm.
We will definitely see what's happening out in these streets. So
Yeah,
yeah,
she made that up.
she what made it up.
I can't even Google an attachment therapist. Yeah, she made it up.
People think I type slow. Is that what people think? Do I type slow like that? Jesus.
No, I just think you were thinking about what you were about to say.
Well, I like to spell my words correctly, and I like to use
Yeah.
the right context. Like, you know what I hate? I hate when people don't know the difference between your and your.
There and there,
There, and
two,
there. Yeah, and
two,
so
two, and two.
so you stop and you think about what you're saying before you type it. And if you're using you are, then you can abbreviate it with your instead of
Yeah,
saying your. And if you
that
use
that's another.
there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure that you typing yourself
That's
the
another
right way.
thing that I judge a woman off of when we're just texting and she don't know the correct forms of words. I can't fuck with it. Like
You know,
I'm
these
picky,
people
bro.
be
That's probably why I'm single because I'm super picky.
and if I'm typing a DM message live while I'm on a live stream, You don't want to be spelling because then they're gonna criticize you for getting your word spelled wrong. So now I gotta type fast and I gotta get the right context in my words.
That's funny.
You just can't win. You just can't win, bro. I don't know what else that they want from me. Good God. Jeez, oh peas.
That's
Mm-hmm.
wild.